Hello, my name is Dan Shea. I'm with Veterans for Peace, Chapter 72. That's a local Portland chapter. As a Vietnam veteran, like yourself, I've seen how military force has been abusive in other countries. Coming home from Vietnam, some of the first things I learned, a good friend of mine who was I went to high school with, there were gang shootings on the street. He lost his child on the street. Later, over a long period of time, I've seen commission after commission after commission dealing with police issues of brutality and complaints from the community, so-called oversights. But I've never seen it have any force, any power. And I would like to know how this committee is going to enforce your recommendations and what kind of power you've been given for that.
Yo quisiera saber cómo el comité que se está creando, el COAP, va a tener fuerza para poder hacer algún cambio. He visto que la información se ha usado, por ejemplo, en otros países. O yo soy un veterano de guerra que viene de Vietnam y he visto también diferentes comités, organizaciones que se han usado y que han tenido buena función como participación, pero no han tenido la fuerza para poder enforzar o hacer que se refuerce lo que se está hablando en esos acuerdos o que se haga responsable o se les pida cuentas.
The city entered into the agreement because they agreed to it. It is not a consent decree because the city did not fight the DOJ in court. They actually sat down with and came to an agreement like we will do all the things that are in this agreement. So far, I think it's $5.2 million that has been committed to start implementing all of the things in the agreement. We need the COAP to see what has been done, to tell the police bureau and the city, because there's other bureaus involved also, what can be done better, and that can be implemented. There is I know that people don't trust the police bureau. I totally understand that. We don't trust the city. But from what has been done so far, it is being implemented. It is being implemented. It needs to be reviewed. We need the input from the community and the COCOL team as to how it's going so it can be implemented better. It's happening. There are people who say that it isn't or that don't address that at all, but it's actually happening right now. It needs to be reviewed and evaluated so it can be made even better.
Pues la ciudad acordó trabajar con este comité y con esta implementación de estos acuerdos. Tiene que ser implementada. Sé que no hay confianza en la policía, pero estamos trabajando para que sea revisado y evaluado y pueda funcionar y mejorar y también ser cambiado.
One of the things in the agreement is you'll notice that we're using a lot of acronyms, but the COCOL means Compliance Officer and Community Liaison. One of the jobs of the COCOL and the COAB is to develop the matrices to measure the outcomes that are supposed to be achieved in the settlement.
Una de las cosas que usted puede ver en el acuerdo es el COCOB, que es la comunidad de los oficiales y lo que es la gente participando puedan tener esa oportunidad de que se mida el trabajo y la cooperación.
I don't propose to speak for the DOJ or the city.
No quiero hablar por el DOJ o con la ciudad.
But a settlement agreement is a contract.
Pero un acuerdo de acuerdos es un contrato.
That agreement had to be approved by a federal judge.
Ese acuerdo tiene que ser aprobado por un juez federal.
So the remedies exist by virtue of the fact that it's a contract.
Y los remedios existen por el hecho que es un contrato.
And the COCOL has to appear once a year in front of the federal judge.
Y el COCOL tiene que aparecer en frente de un juez federal.
The history of this country is, if you think about the integration of schools, the reform of our prisons have been by federal judges.
Tiene que la historia de este país, por ejemplo, en cuestión de que en las escuelas, en el sistema de las escuelas y la reforma por un juez.
So I'm not the least bit worried about that part of it. I'm more worried about making sure the data is accurate so that we can truly verify all of the different things that have to occur in this agreement.
Y no me preocupa tanto eso, me preocupa más que podamos tener todas las acusaciones en cuestión de datos, la información para poder verificar.
But what we're really talking about here, it doesn't matter whether it's a private institution or whether it's a government agency.
Lo que estamos hablando aquí es de si es la institución privada o la institución de gobierno.
Is organizational change.
Es
And
que
I'm
hay un
sure
cambio
everyone in this
organizacional.
room knows how hard that is.
Y cualquier persona en este grupo
We can
sabe qué
have all
difícil
the
es.
community input in the world, but we have to fashion what we do to achieve change within the organization and change that's sustainable and that creates this culture of accountability.
Porque no importa todos los puntos de vista, comentarios que pueda tener la comunidad, que ustedes puedan dar, necesitamos cambiar la forma en que la organización está haciendo o dando la información para que sea más sustentable y hacer el cambio cultural.